we don't need to go long on this because we're already almost halfway through the show, but just quick round robin. Is Cal the head coach at Kentucky?
Oh, you got to do that right now.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Is he the coach? Yes or no next season at Kentucky? Somebody take it.
Yes, and I hate saying yes because I want to go in on this one. It's hard to get out of lifetime contract, but yes, I think he is the head coach, but his seat is very hot.
Yeah, I don't see him unless he leaves and goes to the NBA and tries to, put all his guys in the NBA on one team in a franchise. I don't know who would allow him to do that. Or he just, says, yeah, I'm going to Austin if Texas throws him, more money. But I'm with Tyler. I think he's at Kentucky next season.
Okay. I'll be the chaotic member of our panel then tonight. I think your second option is more likely than your first at this point, McCall, by the way. I think there really is mutual interest. That's all I'll say. I'm sure more will come in the coming weeks.
Well, first of all, it is Kentucky. And so there's not going to be a season where fans aren't going to be critical. And no matter how good you play, not everyone's going to be satisfied. It's Kentucky basketball. But Cal, I mean, he's that's what you get when you coach Kentucky. And for me, the way I look at it, first of all, they didn't have a 3-point, they didn't make a 3-pointer in the first half. I've said that they're shooting. It looks like they have a big flaw that they can't really make threes. And so they're not opening up enough space for Tshiebwe down low. Just seems like the defense is collapsing on them. And, you can question their effort. But when I watched the game, late in the game, it looked like Kentucky might pull it out. It looks like they fought really hard for the last 5 minutes. And I really thought, I was like, man, South Carolina is going to let this one slip. And I don't understand why they don't play like that from the tip. And it is a little concerning from my perspective because you see a little fight and it's already too late. I mean, the game's over. So I would start there. Why can't they play with that? But, my question, maybe for you, Matt, is, it looked like they were pressing the whole game. And then why would you, if you have success with pressing, why don't you press more?
Yeah, and the other thing too, Tyler, I think you bring up a good point. Like, look at their defense in the half court, right? South Carolina is running pick and roll motion. They're running pick and roll continuity. And South Carolina's ball handlers coming off ball screens are able to keep getting downhill. There's no resistance. Like, there's no hard hedging. There's no trapping. There's nothing to keep from South Carolina's ball handlers getting down in the lane. And then what happened was, if they weren't getting down in the lane for layups, they're getting down in the lane and they're finding 3-point shooters on the backside. There was no adjustment to that pick and roll coverage of, hey, all right, we're going to press and we're having success with this press. And I've said this before on the field of 68 in terms of Kentucky. You have length, you have athleticism. Why not press? Why not press the whole game? Why not try to create some turnovers? You struggle to score in the half court. So a way to get some more easy baskets would be to press and force some turnovers. But do the same thing in the half court too. Like, there was no resistance in terms of pick and roll coverage. Like, you watch that continuity, and I was a big fan of it and ran it my entire head coaching career in terms of pick and roll motion. I used to call it special. Some coaches call it bigs high. Everybody's on the perimeter and the floor is constantly moving. But when that ball screen's being set, there still needs to be a level of pick and roll coverage. And are you going to blitz? Are you going to be aggressive up there and maybe show quick and get back? Whatever it is. But South Carolina's ball handlers were able to get down the lane. They were able to get down the lane off those wing pick and rolls, and there's no resistance. So I'm with you. Press. Be aggressive. Maybe that ignites your team. Maybe that ignites Rupp Arena, one of the best places to play in college basketball, right? When you get some turnovers and get some dunks. But, man, you got to play with that same level of tenacity in the half court, especially when the team's running ball screens. You can't let these ball handlers just come off and create and see the whole floor.
We're dropping our merch.
We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad.
I'm a big pod guy.